Hello, Mama Jess here, everything you wish your mother told you. So I'm sitting in my kitchen. I have made yogurt already, I'm making cheese, and I'll be making sourdough bread. I'm also going to make some chocolate sauce, which is nice sometimes for chocolate milk. And I thought, well, should I video these? And something in my heart just felt like, not yet. Because I'm really concerned every time I go online to understand the young people, I see that they have no motivation, no incentive. It's really the question, like, what's the point? They've already concluded, like, what's the point of getting in what I call the cult of career? I got away from that many years ago to find a really authentic life that I enjoyed. But they're saying, like, what's the point? What's the point of this? What's the point of that? And I came to that too many years ago. I thought, what's the point working this job that I hate for all these years, getting a retirement, buying an RV at the end, and touring the national parks with a little dog and my pill box for all my pharmaceuticals because I'm so sick from living a life of working like this. I just thought, what's the point? Because all I saw was the end was like this, the glorified end of the consumer life. That you can buy an RV and put an immense amount of money into all your gadgets and make up for the fact that you just lived a life that you didn't like. So I get it. What's the point? So I came to that too. And so I'm thinking about here today with my burden for a lot of you out there. I don't think that's the right question to ask. Because I was thinking, if I had a little son and daughter and they were outside playing and they run in and they're kind of sweaty and dirty and they're hungry, and I make sure that they have certain chores that they finished in a day and they get to their other responsibilities with their schooling, and I make them a meal and we sit down and we talk about what's going on with the day. Those kids aren't asking, what's the meaning of life? Because they're so engaged in it. There is no need to ask that question. They're out exploring the wonder of things. They're out looking at bugs. They're out trying to drown ants. They're not in that mindset of the deep philosophical questions about what is the point. And that might come for them eventually, but it's too much right now. So what they have is they have a stable home, they have a loving parent, they're out exploring the world, they have a routine of chores that they're doing. So that's what I came to. I thought, rather than try to have some big, heady incentive, and I already have that. I mean, really, for those who are in the place and ready for it, I do believe that you are a consumer slave and you need to become angry about it. And that will motivate you to get out of that. But I also see another side that can be more simple, a little more lighthearted, where you have been given this existence and this consciousness. And when you go out in the world and you see something beautiful, you look at it and go, wow. Or you see something ugly that you don't like. So my encouragement for you, rather than try to find what's the point, what's the meaning of this, what's the meaning of that, and why should I get that job and make that money? If you can backpedal a little bit and just try to get into a real child mind, because your mind is not developed, but it's been forced and mutated and prematurely rushed out into the world of social activism and the world global news and all these big issues, and that's not for your mind to process. So you're totally overloaded. So if you can go back to more of just a simple child mind that is wondering at the world and exploring and asking questions. So I definitely recommend getting out of the artificial, synthetic environment you're in. Get out of your home, get out of the computer screens, get out of the mall, get out of online shopping, get out of it, and literally go out and put your bare feet on the ground and let the sun hit your skin and just let yourself feel things. Feel the grass and just wonder about it. How does it feel and what does it smell like? And look at how the sky is blue. That's amazing. Why is that? Let yourself start exploring the mind that was raped from you. It was stolen from you. It was molested by the public schools ideologies, and it was molested by the commercials and all of the nonsense from your peers that are ignorant and foolish, and from your foolish parents that were part of the cult of consumerism. Get your mind back and allow it to go have just a healthy, peaceful exploration of the world around you, especially the outdoors, because that creation is going to connect you to a creator. And whether you believe in religion or science, I mean, most of the historical scientists know that there's an intelligent designer. So don't be harsh against that simply because the religious world is so hypocritical and ridiculous. You don't give up on God because people are dumb and mean. So that was my thought for the day. I'm going to have these skills that I'll present, and I want you to learn these things. They'll enhance your life and make you feel so good that you can be useful and be an asset anywhere you go. But I really want you to take back that child mind and go out and explore. Wonder at how amazing. Look up closely at a flower. Watch a spider spin a web. And don't worry about the American productivity, because you need to gain the territory of your soul. That is the most important work you will do in this life, is gaining your soul, protecting your soul, keeping it unstained, and allow it to be filled with beautiful, good, and true things, which you're not going to find mostly online. You have to be very discriminatory when you go on that environment, and I think a lot of you aren't mature enough to even navigate it. You don't know what is true and false right now. So I'm not saying to go be childish and avoid your responsibilities and be immature. You do need a sense of structure in the home. You need to take care of your chores and your responsibilities, but you have missed out on a childhood, and so you need to go get it. And that is where your mind will be properly formed and healed of the chaos, and you will find peace there. So again, don't ask the question, what's the point? Just go out and engage the wonder in life today. All right, I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.